Hey everybody, Coach Scott here, and yesterday we talked about your worth and how valuable you are. Today I want to talk to you about the power to change and giving yourself permission to change, because people that I've coached for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours will come up with any kind of excuse not to get healthy. Excuses that say more about their inner conversation than their actual difficulty of being healthy. So I want to talk to you about that today because I think it'll help set you free. And I want to give you some of the most common excuses that I believe that will keep you from reaching your destiny and will keep you from reaching your goals. And these are things I hear all the time. So things like this: I just don't have time to make it to my appointment. I got too many other things to do. Or I can't just give up bad foods and the things I love to drink and eat all the time. Or I'm not ready to make that type of commitment to my health. And or I don't have, the time or the money that it takes to invest in my life and invest in my health right now, which, by the way, is a crazy scenario to think about when you think about all the money that you'll be spending if you get sick or you have to have long-term care. I've tried everything before. Nothing else has worked for me. I don't need a health coach, or I don't need a health care plan. I can do this myself. I'm just tired of going to all of these doctor's visits and office visits, and I never get any real solutions. I never get any real answers. I never get any real results. You see, this list can go on and on. And again, it can keep you. It can allow a barrier in between you and what you're really after. And I'm telling you here today, we are here for you. We are going to walk this trail with you. We have real answers, real solutions for real people. And so part of that process, and remember the very first video, our welcome video, talked about the 4 distractions that can keep you from reaching your real goals and being the highest and best version of yourself. And when you peel back all of the layers of excuses, there's one thing that really stands out to me that frustrates probably more people, and they may not even be aware of it. So today I want to talk to you about that one emotion of fear, because that is an emotion that I'm very familiar with. In fact, at times I found myself really not wanting to move forward with anything in my life because of this crippling enemy of the emotion we know as fear. But yet, and I want to encourage you on this, because again, we all deal with this in different ways. But when you stop and you have a sober reflection, I am reminded clearly of how the enemy uses this false emotion. It doesn't mean that the emotion's false or are not real. It just means that it's a false perception of the emotion to keep us from getting healthy and to keep us from reaching our destiny. So what I'm going to challenge you today is I'm going to challenge you to intentionally guard your heart and intentionally guard your mind so that the fear factor doesn't stop you before you can ever really get started. And right now we're in the beginning. We're in the starting stages of getting you healthy at a cellular level so that you can reach your highest potential. Because if you stop now, if you don't move forward now, there is a very high price to pay as it relates to not being healthy. So how do you combat that fear then? What are the things that we need to do to keep that fear in its proper place, to keep those excuses at bay, and to make sure that we're not allowing those excuses and that inner conversation to continue to change our heart, to change our mind, and give us this doubt about what we can become. And that's the whole point, is that you've got to change your mind if you want to change your life. So I want to encourage you today to monitor your thoughts, monitor that inner conversation, because your thoughts have incredible creative power, but they can be used against you as a destructive force, just like they can be used as a powerful weapon for you too. So if you continually think about the worst case scenarios in your life, if you continue to think about all the excuses of why you can't keep your appointments, or why you don't want to, try to eat healthy or live healthy or hydrate your body or get to your next service, guess what? You're inviting the very thing that you don't want to happen to come to pass. And that is, you want to change. You want to be healthy. You don't want to be in the same situation tomorrow and next month and next year that you're in today. And in the same way, if you'll start to speak those words of faith and victory over your fears and tell yourself, like we said yesterday, you are worth it, you are in control, you do have the right capabilities, you do have the right doors open, what will happen is you will begin to change the way you think. And when you change the way you think, you change the way you live, you change the way you act. So don't give your thoughts over to fear. Don't give your health over to excuses by continuing to speak those negative words that are filled with doubt and unbelief. You can change your mind. You can change your life. And you can change your word. And if you do that, I believe and declare that you're on your way to being all that you were created to be. So God bless you guys. I'll see you on the video tomorrow.